Before cutting the fabric, it's important that in this kind of a pattern, we separate both the panels. It makes our cutting easy. So we cut and separate from the line given. When such pattern is given, we fold the fabric in such a way that the pattern is one side is on the other side, like it's got the same design here but till here only. So from holding from here till this black line, we place the fabric in such a way so the midpoint is identical, and here either you can pin for the time being or you can iron it to keep this piece together until the very end. We fold the fabric like this. Now we mark half of shoulder plus half of an inch. That is, half shoulder is 7 plus half inch, that is 7.5. We take chest into 12 plus 1/4 of an inch, that is about 3 plus 1/4 of an inch. I'll show you one more technique which I had already explained. Suppose you have taken your measurements from your ready-made kurti. You have taken this armhole from here till here, it is 7. So mine is 7, I'll be taking 7. I won't add anything. So let's take it 7. So this is 7 for armhole. Then we take waist length. And then measurement for hip, that is 21 plus half inch, that is 21.5. Full length I've taken is 43.5. That is the length I want. And besides that, I've taken half inch for stitching. So for this kurti, I want nice finishing, and for that reason I'll be using hem, and for hemming you need extra fabric, that is 2.5. Had I been stitching it with a stitch fold only, then I would have taken just 1 inch. So this is lengthwise I have marked. So this is our shoulder plus half inch. This is our neck width. Neck width is chest into 12, chest multiplied by 12. So here it is 2.5. You can take 3 if you are heavy or your shoulders are wide, or you can calculate chest into 12 and extend it till your 2.5. Take about half inch inside, and this is your front neck. This is the front neck, and now I take half inch down from here and I join both of them with the neck. Starting from this top, I mark for the shoulder from the top. This is 7 we had taken. So here we go for the chest line. Fabric, less addition you need. If the fabric is thick, then you need more addition of maybe 1/4 of an inch or a half inch, depending on thickness of the fabric. So add just I'm adding just half of an inch. So here we go. And now from the top till here it was 7.5, so we'll mark it half inch less, 7 here, and from 7 inside you join. You can see this line is to be joined, so you join it, okay, and now take it a little bit up, midpoint of this, half inch inside, okay, and now you can see it is like this. See, this is the front part we are cutting. Then start this waist. Waist also we'll be adding waist into 4 plus 1/4 of an inch. Also we mark like this, and then hip the same way. This was the mark for hip at 21.5. So this was hip into 4, hip divided by 4 plus half of an inch. If you want it loose, or you got a big tummy, or you are pregnant, then you can make it half of an inch or an inch more. Otherwise half inch is enough. So this is here. Now we go at the bottom where we had ended. So here we are making it a straight kurta. So I may take it at the same, hip into 4 plus 1/4 of an inch, the same, and then we join. See, if your chest is heavy, you can keep it 1 inch down and then you can join all of them. Otherwise what you can do is you can just straight away join them. You can join with the same simple way, joining it with this scale. So this is joined. We keep 2 inch outside for the hem, because if had it been a stitching suit, as I told you earlier, we had kept only 1 inch, but for hemming we need more fabric, so we'll be keeping 2 inch, and for that reason I am keeping 2 inch here also, so that later on if I need, which I am never needed, if you have this tendency to gain or lose weight rapidly, you can make use of this extra 2 inch and you can lose your dress as and when required. So this is how you keep 2 inch extra. I'm making a 6 inch long placket here, so I measure and 6 inch I mark. In total it is at about 9.5. So while cutting, I'll cut the front neck and cut this placket till I want it. I want it till here, so it's till here, and rest of the suit, rest of the outline I'll cut as I've already shown in my earlier videos. So without moving the fabric, we cut all the outlines. We get the notches on the right place. So one place is this, one place is on the waist, then hip, then on the slits, if the slits are like somewhere lower, so you can accordingly make one more notch for the slits, and one more we cut the bottom 2.5 we needed for the hemming. Accordingly we make the notches here. So these notches will help us while stitching. One thing we hadn't done, we didn't use the tracing wheel. So if you have a tracing wheel, don't forget to make the use. Keep your finger inside and using it. I'll show you from the other side. See the whole fabric, though we started from the top, I'll show you. It is like this. You run it across your, pressing it and run it across your this chalk mark. Though the pattern is so prominent, it's so overwhelming, it's not allowing the tracing wheel to go. The marks are very difficult to be seen, but still we make marks. This front is cut. Now we cut the fabric of back part. So this was the back part. It's got a different pattern than we had on the front panel. So here also we got this huge heart thing in the middle. So we make half of it like this. You just fold it from the middle so that your pattern comes in the middle, and then you just press it and then we'll cut it. If there is any design, be sure that the pattern is symmetrically half, and then we keep our front part on it, leaving 1 inch from the top. So this is how you keep it. You keep about 1 inch from top. That is ½ inch from here, because here ½ inch we had down. So in any way, so like it's 1 inch. You can measure if you are not sure. You can see this is 1 inch, and then you can place the fabric. The only difference you are going to make here is that we keep 1 inch up like this, and 1 inch from here like this. So we keep about 1/4 inch out, and we join it together. See, it is joined together. You can see it. And armhole, a little bit of difference. Instead of being deep, we go a bit till here, till the notch. It would be the same, but from the notch it would go ½ inch out and join the shoulder line like this. So it will be like this. So remember, we hadn't added ½ inch on the front panel while cutting the armhole, so it is adjusted here now. Now when we had taken it 1 inch up, we can see that the straight line comes here, you can see. And now we have to shape this 1 inch top to the middle of this back neck. So this way you got a raised neck. See, it comes like this. So it will be cut from here, 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 and outline. Now we cut the outline starting a notch from here and the same neck, then shoulder, then sleeves and all. So by placing fabric one on the other, we'll get 2 sleeves. We keep the pattern aligned wherever it match. First of all, we keep 2.5 inch out like this, and bottom of our sleeve that I want is 9. So 9, half of 9 is 4.5. So that's this 4.5 like this. Now I keep for chudidar, for chudis I'll be keeping 9 inches, and here also I keep 4.5. In fact, you can keep 4 also, or as thin as your wrist, but then you'll be needing hooks for ease of wearing the sleeves. So till here you kept 9 inches long your sleeves, and then you make actual measurements for the sleeves. The sleeve length which I want is 22.5 inch I need for stitching, so I keep it, the total is 22.5. This is the total your chudi length plus your sleeve length. You make this semicircle, okay, and from here this notch itself you mark till the very end, here till your sleeve ends. So it will come somewhat like this. This dress got so many colors, it's difficult to understand which fabric color to use. So here I marked for outside, and this is 2 inch I kept for 2 inch. You can keep for the sleeve also. So for sleeve also we kept 2 inch in case we need to loose or fit our dress. So here it goes. We marked from the back side of the suit, and from here till here we take from this leaving 1 inch, we take, it is 5.5, so about 3, we make a semicircle, and making a semicircle you can see we join till the very end. See, give it a shape, a nice beautiful shape, and then you cut it. So start from out, cut like this, and together cut the notch. Don't cut the internal part yet, just make the notch. and the outline of the sleeve. Get the bottom to trim. It's got so rough edge, so we cut it. This it's done. Now we cut the side that we need to. So here we turn it. Be careful, you hold both the pieces together. And here we had mark it inside a semicircle to match it here. So we can just make a wave of a cut like this and make notches to know that this is the front side and this is the back side. So these are the Chudidar sleeves, and they'll be stitched the same way as we stitch the other simple sleeves. The only difference is when you wear them, they'll give you never before your chudis which you don't get in your simple sleeves. So make it and enjoy your sleeves. They look very beautiful. I've worn them in my college days. They are back in fashion. I got these ready-made neck designs, so I cut them and I'll be using them for the placket. I'll be using them for maybe for the sleeves or for the collar, of course. They are available in the market and you can use them. They are zari and they are a different color pattern than my usual color spread all over the suit. So I'll be using it to give a different look, different designer look to my suit. We'll need 2 strips also for covering this placket. So keeping it here, I measure it till here, about ½ inch more than my cut, and I cut it. I need 2 parts of it, so that would be about 3 inch each. Just to play it safe, we can keep it 3 inch. We can keep it lesser also. If you want it less, you can make it less. But right now I'm keeping it 3 inch. If I feel like that no, to give it a different style look, I can make it lesser also. So here I got 2 strips on salvage. This is for the front, and first of all we finish the neck and then we join the shoulders, join the sides, join the sleeves and slits, and then your kurti would be done.